I'm Merely Caruso. It's Friday, September 26th. Today.
It could be potentially very, very lethal to anybody that takes it or even comes into contact with it.
A warning from Winnipeg police over a dangerous and sometimes deadly drug that looks just like candy. Also today, failing to deliver.
We're frustrated, we're upset, we were betrayed by the government.
Canada Post workers walk off the job after Ottawa proposes sweeping cuts. What it means for Winnipeg, plus out of breath.
Really, it just made me feel like a liar that they don't believe a word I'm saying.
Why a 77-year-old woman is taking MPI to court over a failed breathalyzer test. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. They look just like candy that any child would love, but they're dangerous, even deadly. Police have a warning today about an illegal drug that may be circulating in our community. Here's what it looks like. Police say in a recent investigation, it ended with officers seizing more than 170 grams of fentanyl, much of which had been pressed into colorful and unassuming shapes, such as smiling dinosaurs and butterflies. The drugs were recovered from a home in the West Broadway area.
So it can impact a community quite heavily. And the fact that it only takes 2 micrograms or the equivalent of 2 grains of salt to be a lethal dose, I mean, people really need to be aware of this. So that's why we're bringing everybody today to make the public aware of this.
The total value of the fentanyl is pegged at north of $250,000, which police say is the Drug Enforcement Unit's largest seizure of its kind. If you come across these products, you're told not to touch them and call the police non-emergency line. A 39-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman are facing multiple drug trafficking, weapons, and firearms charges. Both have been released with conditions. An abrupt halt to mail service today and a major surprise for Canadians as postal workers across the country walked off the job. It's in response to sweeping changes to mail delivery imposed by the federal government. The union says the post office is under attack. There were picket lines at Canada Post locations and MP offices here in Winnipeg, including Canada Post processing plant near the airport. It means no new mail or parcels are being processed or delivered. The federal government's move was made to cut costs, but the union says poor management is what's led to the Crown Corporation's billions of dollars in losses.
The obvious question is the business plan and the CEO. Which CEO of any major company bleeds money to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars and doesn't get released?
Delivery of government checks and live animals will continue during the strike. Ottawa says to use private couriers if you're applying for a passport. And Manitoba Hydro today says the postal strike will prevent delivery of paper bills and customer payments. It says you should not put checks in the mail during this strike. Instead, you should head to Manitoba Hydro's website, or you can make payments through your bank or credit union. CTV's Harrison Shin is following this story for us here in Winnipeg today. You can watch for his full report on CTV News at 6. Manitoba ran a higher than expected deficit in the last fiscal year and is on track to miss its target again this year. The government finished the fiscal year that ended March 31st with a deficit of $1.1 billion. That's $353 million more than it originally planned. It's also projecting an $890 million deficit this year, up $96 million from the spring budget. Last year's overspending was driven partly by higher costs in health care and anticipated legal liabilities in the Families Department. Finance Minister Adrian Saleh could not offer any details on the latter, but says the government remains committed to balancing the budget by 2027.
When I say planning, I mean, we're locked away over the summer doing planning for multiple weeks, looking ahead, looking at every variable, looking to understand what we think our cost structure is. And all of that will result in ultimately targets that will be given to departments, which will translate into numbers that you'll see at budget, which will show the path towards delivering on that balanced budget commitment in 2 years.
Sala added he has no plans to raise taxes or fees. CTV's Jeff Keel is working on this story for us today. He'll take a closer look at those numbers coming up at 6 o'clock. A Manitoba senior is taking the province's public insurer to court over the fallout from failing to provide a breathalyzer sample during a traffic stop. However, the woman says she simply wasn't able to muster the lung power necessary to satisfy the device. CTV's Taylor Brock is standing by with the details. Taylor, why couldn't she get the breathalyzer to register?
Well, merely 77-year-old Sharon Husko says she has medical conditions which makes breathing difficult, including suspected chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and she had COVID at the time. She also smoked for 33 years and says she hasn't been able to blow up a balloon in years. Husko says she was pulled over for speeding on November 1st, and during the interaction, the officer requested a breath sample, which they are legally entitled to do. She says she tried 12 separate times but was unsuccessful. The officer then issued her a $700 ticket and impounded her vehicle for 60 days. Her license was also suspended for 90 days. Furthermore, she says MPI denied her appeal and has required her to install an ignition interlock device on her vehicle, meaning she's not sure if she'll ever be able to start her car again.
Really, it just made me feel like a liar that they don't believe a word I'm saying. And it's been terrible just sitting home, can't drive, can't go anywhere. And I live in a small little town with just a grocery store and a little restaurant and a skating rink. And I can't go for walks that often because of my allergies, and with the smoke this summer, it's been really bad.
Between the fine and other administrative fees, the cost to get her vehicle out of impound, and a responsible driver workshop, she says she's paid more than $3,000 so far and has had points deducted from her driver's safety rating scale. Her lawsuit is asking that all fines and other consequences from the incident be quashed and she receive costs as appropriate.
Taylor, what is MPI saying about all of this?
Well, merely the Crown Insurer told CTV News it couldn't speak on the specifics of individual cases for privacy reasons, but it says if a person isn't happy with the results of their appeal, they can apply for a judicial review. As for the ignition interlock device, MPI says it's required by law and not something it has discretion over. Arguments are set to begin next month. If you want to find out more about this story, we have an article up on our website. Just head to ctvnewswinnipeg.ca.
All right, thanks for this, Taylor. Manitoba Conservative leader Abby Khan is taking Premier Wab Kinew and the NDP to court. At issue is a social media post Kinew made during the recent by-election in the Spruce Woods riding.
Now we're announcing also that stretch from Souris to Delow is going to get fixed, thanks to our candidate Ray Bertholet putting that on the agenda. Listening to
Khan and the PC say this announcement violates the Election Financing Act because it was a government announcement made during a blackout period. Khan says Kinew made the post after the NDP candidate made the promise in a riding debate.
Anybody can look at the timeline and do the math. Candidate made the announcement. 2 days later, the Premier makes the announcement and promises, if you vote for their candidate, they will fix this road. That is an egregious violation of the law, and he needs to be held accountable to it.
The PCs have already filed a complaint with the Commissioner of Elections. Khan filed the complaint in the Court of King's Bench today. The Conservatives won the Spruce Woods by-election by a mere 70 votes. All right, let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your weekend Skywatch forecast. What are you tracking for us as we head into the weekend, Colleen?
Well, I want to show you this right now on the satellite radar, because the thing that's really catching my eye, and I'm sure it's catching more than just your eyes out there, are these winds. Look how fast these arrows are moving into Winnipeg and the Red River Valley, just racing through the valley. They're coming from the south and the southeast, from the west and the southwest in southwestern Manitoba. And in the midst of all that, we have a few scattered showers. So there's actually the risk of a thunderstorm thunderstorm early this evening in Winnipeg. I'll have more details on that and the unseasonably warm weekend ahead for the first weekend of fall and how much warmer it's going to get next week, too. Let's take a look right now through the Bath Fitter Live Eye. Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, it is sunny, lots of blue sky, 24 degrees with a humidex. It feels slightly warmer. And check out those wind speeds. Out of the south-southeast, those winds at 34 kilometers an hour with gusts up to 49. The pressure is dropping and the humidity is 39%. Out in traffic, a live look at a very busy McPhillips Street in both directions there. One stall to pass along, very different part of the city. Pembina at Point Road, there's a stalled vehicle in the southbound curb lane.
And that's where you see those like classic neurological symptoms. You think of Cujo, drooling, kind of looking off into space.
Rabies is a virus that can kill your pet. Where and when you can get a free vaccine this weekend. That and more local news coming up after the break.
Your morning just got a little brighter. Start your day with CTV Your Morning, and you could win $20,000. For your chance to win, watch CTV Your Morning Winnipeg, weekday mornings 6 to 9.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Washington's imposing another round of tariffs, this time on pharmaceuticals and furniture. The U.S. president shared the news online, saying imported drugs would face a 100% duty starting October 1st. There will also be a 50% markup on imported cabinets and a 30% markup for upholstered furniture. Here's a look at how the trading day ended. The Canadian dollar hasn't changed much. It's at 71.75. West Texas Intermediate is up to 65.32. Western Canadian Select barely moved. It's at 53.15, and the TSX is up 29 points today to 29,761. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marella Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
A busy street in St. Vital will be closed this weekend. In about an hour from now, barricades will go up on northbound St. Anne's Road. The street will be closed between Fermor Avenue and St. Mary's Road. Crews are paving the street. The city says the street will remain closed until Sunday evening at 6. Sidewalks will remain open, as will access to the Superstore at the corner of St. Anne's and Fermor. Sunday is World Rabies Day, and the Winnipeg Humane Society has partnered with Veterinarians Without Borders to offer free rabies vaccines. Rabies can be deadly. It's a virus that attacks the brain and is transmitted to pets and humans through bites from infected animals such as bats, skunks, and foxes. The good news is it's preventable with a simple vaccine.
When your animal is about 3 to 4 months old, you want to get that first set of vaccines. It's just one poke for the rabies vaccine, and then in a year you'll booster it one more time, and then after that it's just a yearly or every 3 years vaccine depending on which brand.
The Winnipeg Humane Society is offering the vaccine free of charge this Sunday. You can bring your pet to Valor Community Center on Burnell Street from 9 until 6. Last year, more than 320 animals were vaccinated. No appointment is necessary, although the program is popular, so you might have to wait a while.
I think people shouldn't expect the unexpected.
It's an event that transforms Winnipeg into one giant art exhibit. Details about Nuit Blanche are just ahead in the spotlight.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Elton Ron Tribute.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and thousands of people will be touring the streets of Winnipeg Saturday.
That's right. Nuit Blanche is getting ready to light up the city. Tomorrow night, Nuit Blanche will take over the Exchange District, downtown, St. Boniface, and the Forks. The night features art installations and performances. There are more than 100 events for people of all ages, and it's a chance for visitors to see their city from an artist's point of view.
I hope that they get to know Winnipeg artists. Definitely that these artists that present, many of them on an international scale, are living right in their community. And I hope that they can see our downtown through a creative lens.
Nuit Blanche runs tomorrow from 6 p.m. to midnight. You can take a free shuttle to and from the different areas. Get more information about the installations and plan your route at nuitblanchewinnipeg.ca.
The Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra's new season kicks off this weekend.
And they're doing it in style with one of the world's most popular piano concertos. The WSO will be performing Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1 and 2 on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. Returning to the stage both nights are acclaimed pianist Alexei Volodin and conductor Daniel Raiskin.
Great chance to perform the piece, which is Tchaikovsky's second concerto, which is a little bit more rarely played, but is equally beautiful as the famous first one. So I'm glad to be invited with a more repertoire, not just very standard repertoire in not one piece, but explore more music.
At last check, there were still tickets available for both shows. Just head over to WSO.ca.
All right, I know I asked you this question not too long ago, or maybe a week ago or so, but for those that missed it, remind us, what was your first concert?
No change to this answer, Marilee. 1985, August, I believe, Corey Hart, the Boy in the Box tour, Winnipeg Arena. I was in the nosebleeds at the back, but I know he waved to me. I remember it.
I love it. I love it. That's a good concert to be your first one.
It was great. You?
Tom Cochran. Right. Right here from Manitoba. I saw him in Thunder Bay, though, and I was in the nosebleeds, too. I think I had some older ladies behind me that told me to sit down when I got up to stand for Life is a Highway. So
come on.
Yeah.
There you go,
That was
folks.
it. Yeah.
2 great concerts. Well, you know what? We put that question out to our viewers as well, and some familiar Manitoba faces.
First concert was Motley Crue at the Winnipeg Arena. I went with my best friend, and his older brother took us.
My first concert that I remember really well and distinctly was In Excess.
There's this guy from all where I'm from in Cooks Creek, Wandering Wayne Wozni, and I saw him perform at a festival in Cooks Creek, and I consider that my true first concert because the guy's awesome.
Did I end up going to Sting for Dream of the Blue Turtles, I think? Was at the arena. Yeah.
My first concert was at the Gimli Rec Center. My mom and dad took me to see the queen of country music, Kitty Wells, and her husband, Johnny Wright.
Okay, is Ace's concert on Spotify? I gotta look it up now and see.
It better be. All I have to say is I'm jealous of Mary Gillingham. I wish I got to see In Excess live. Well, those are just a few of the stories we got after asking our viewers to take a trip down musical memory lane. And it turns out going to a live concert can have long-lasting effects, creating a deep sense of meaning and connection that lasts well after the guitar solos and the crowd surfing are done.
Being with people who are also feeling the same emotions that you might be feeling, or at least having that like shared experience, which research shows is actually this very fundamental, like extraordinary experience that we have. Like when, you know, if you think about our evolutionary past, if you're in a group and everyone's feeling the same feeling, it's something important to pay attention to. Something important must be going on. So it really triggers that kind of primal thing in our brains.
Our CTV News digital team is diving into this very topic, from the science behind live music to the concerts themselves, be it Kiss or the Monkees, that were so formative to Manitobans. Check out our website tomorrow. That's ctvnewswinnipeg.ca.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
All right, thanks, Colleen.
You bet. Kick off the weekend with some great entertainment starting at 7 with Celebrity Wheel of Fortune and Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. That's up at 8. It's all right here tonight on CTV. A live look right now at Keniston Boulevard, not too far away. Waverly at Lake Crest Road. The traffic signals have been hit and knocked down. The ones that are still standing are flashing red in all directions, so expect big delays there.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Well, we have these wicked winds blowing across much of the province. We're between two low pressure systems, and you can see just how fast these winds are moving right now across southern Manitoba. A few scattered showers as well. It means there's enough instability that there's at least the risk of thunderstorms heading into early this evening in southern Manitoba. But really, it's the north that's getting all the precipitation associated with round 2, the second low pressure system that will continue to spread rain further east as we go throughout the night and the overnight. But you see the tail of this system does take a swing through the southeast, so there is that small chance we could see some showers come through down here in the south, and back into northwestern Ontario the chance grows there overnight. Meanwhile, we'll stay pretty clear across the south. We get into Saturday morning, still rain hanging around the northeast. The sun is shining in northwestern Ontario, west back across much of southern and central Manitoba. Into Saturday afternoon we go even brighter. Nice night ahead. We've got the Bomber game on Saturday night as well as Nuit Blanche, and it looks like conditions will be very nice for both. Heading into Sunday, even sunnier across the south and even warmer as well. A little bit of cloud and maybe a scattered shower pops up across the north. 9 our low tonight, partly cloudy. There is that chance of an evening shower with a thunderstorm risk. Winds out of the northwest at 20, gusting to 40 for a few hours. The winds ease up overnight. West winds though in the morning. Bright and sunny in the afternoon, up to 23 degrees. The UV index for Saturday is 5 or moderate. Then the long range forecast starts off with the second half of the weekend on Sunday. Abundant sunshine, 26 degrees. That's 11 degrees above normal for this time of year for the city. And these temperatures, they are not easing up. Take a look at this. Mid, even upper 20s, 27 degrees on Tuesday. That is the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, or Orange Shirt Day. Mix of sun and cloud, but you see really on either side, sunshine or a mix of sun and cloud with nice warm highs right around 25 degrees. Let's take a look at our weather photos. Hi, I'm right here. I'm making a move across the studio. This first photo is from Anna. This is taken north of Gimli. I always forget to make that move, folks, so I just had to move quickly. That photo was from Anna. This next one was last night in Brandon. That photo was from Jordan. And don't you know, I made the move, and here I am with you here at the desk.
Back.
Thank you so much.
You mentioned how nice the weather is going to be on Tuesday for Truth and Reconciliation Day, which is great news. There's a ton of local events taking place, and if you want to find out more about them or maybe take one in, go to our website. We've got all the details there for you to check out. And don't go far. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with much more local news. Hope to see you then.